Xander Schauffele, even par 70. Xander, ups and downs today. What do you take from the round?
Yeah, when I was in the fairway, I was able to sort of capitalize on my position, and when I wasn't, made a mess of a few holes. For the most part, you just can't hit in the rough on certain golf holes out here, and when you do, it's kind of a half shot penalty almost. So happy that I was able to make the birdie there at the last and kind of give myself a chance tomorrow.
Rex?
When you look at the first 3 days and what you thought was going to happen, did you envision Monday through Wednesday this being the kind of golf course where you have seen, and I know it's all relative, but where you have seen these type of scores that maybe Matt put up today?
Kind of. I mean, he hits it really far. He hits it really high. He's not afraid, and yeah, he doesn't really care. So it's not that surprising that he played. I played with him the final round of the PGA Championship, and he destroyed that place as well. And it was playing difficult there on the last day. And yeah, 5 under is really low. You know, I thought 3 maybe might be the low today, but he obviously topped that one nicely.
Doug?
Xander, what do you think you'll take out of today that will help you tomorrow?
No, it's just staying patient. It's just another day at the U.S. Open. Kind of beats the crap out of you, and kind of recover tonight and have dinner and laugh about it, and then try and do it again tomorrow. So, I mean, I think I made some good swings, a lot better swings than sort of my second round out here, and hopefully I can build off of that.
I'm not sure I understand what being patient means. Does that mean not completely having a meltdown?
It's so bunched. You know, when you look up at the board, it's bogeys are out there, birdies are rewards, and pars are great scores, and staying patient is just everything. Taking your bogey when you have one, capitalizing on a birdie when you can, and kind of riding the wave.
I guess what I meant is, have you come close to losing it this week?
No,
okay.
Not at all. We've been playing a lot of golf the last 3 months, and I'm in a decent headspace.
You've had to do this once already at the PGA. What is it like on a Sunday with trying to finish these things with nobody out here?
Yeah, it sucks. You know, it was funny. I made a sort of I think a 20-yard putt or 17-yard putt on the 8th, and then eagle the 9th, and I was sitting there, and it was just awkward. You know, it's the U.S. Open, and it's a major championship, and it's playing really tough, and those are sort of the shots that really get your tournament going around and fires up the crowd. And it was just, I mean, you hear crickets chirping. So it was kind of lonely out there, not going to lie. But I think it's definitely easier to sort of stay in your own headspace and not let anything sort of bug you too much since there's no one out here.
So trying to close one out at 21 years old, which is what Matt's going to try to do tomorrow, is easier maybe because
I mean,
doesn't hear anybody coming?
You know, I'm not in his head, so I don't know what's going on, but I would imagine if you you know, had 2 options, I'm sure knowing Matt, he'd want to play in front of fans. He's that type of player, but I would have to think the polls would push towards it'd be easier without fans.
All the way on the left.
Obviously, some crazy things have happened on the 18th hole here. I wonder what you think of it as a finishing hole, and just kind of when you're on that tee box, just what's going through your mind's eye?
Left rough is like a water hazard. Right rough is giving yourself a chance. Bunker's okay. Hitting the fairway is gold. You can kind of, it's starting to firm up a lot now, so that second shot is starting to become very difficult, and it's just really fair. It's tough. If I hit that, I hit a 9-iron kind of 7 yards right of where I was trying to, and I had about a 28-footer that broke about 10 feet. And if I hit that thing online, it would have been right up in there in 5 feet. So it's very fair, I think, and it's a very, very good finishing hole.
And when you're with that shelf, and when you're kind of just looking at, you know, the being aggressive, you know, if you need to make up a shot, like if you're on, you know, tomorrow, you need birdie on. Is it that second shot in? Just how difficult is it to actually make something that works?
Yeah, I don't know where the pin is going to be tomorrow, but you can make it happen. If you hit a good drive and you're in the fairway, you'll have a 9 or 8 iron in. And if you make a good swing, you will give yourself a good look at birdie. So, I mean, obviously there's trouble looming just long or just left or just right, but if you can kind of pull off sort of a miracle shot in the moment, you will be rewarded for it.
Yeah. Thank
you. Xander, I want to see if you could expand on a previous question, because you've been there when it's loud, whether it's Augusta or Carnoustie in a number of cases, and you've experienced it when it wasn't at Harding. If you could explain what the difference is from inside.
It's just fun, man. It's like that's why I love playing.
But I mean, the difference of
No fans with fans.
coming down and the pressure you're feeling and the stress you're feeling.
It's just everything's exaggerated with people. Everything's people yelling. There's more noise. There's more things. You have to try and focus more. Right now, it's so quiet. It's eerie. It's weird. It's not like anything anyone's experienced. It's hard to feed off of certain things. You know what I mean? When you do go birdie eagle or something, usually you kind of ride a wave and you can kind of focus a little more and kind of get in the zone. And right now, it's sort of like a college tournament almost, to where you're kind of doing your own thing. And I mean, we have a caddy now, which is nice, but college you didn't have one, so it's just strange. I really don't know how to explain it, but it really, I think everyone out here is missing the fans.
Thanks
Last
for the
question
effort.
on the left.
When we first met you at Erin Hills in 17, you kind of liked the anonymity then. I wonder if it's been any different for you to play when like smart people are picking you to win, or you just not notice that at all?
I don't really care. I do my own thing. I got a small team, and we try to prepare the best way we can, and I just enjoy playing in these tournaments. And whether I was a favorite or not, it doesn't really bother me. I just try and handle my own thing. Thanks.
Thanks, Xander.
Thank you.